Everybody, and welcome. It's Ravens Steeler week. We have Max Starks, who used to play for the Steelers back in the day in 2004, and he was part of this rivalry between Baltimore and Pittsburgh. So, Max, thanks for joining us. Any fond memories between this Baltimore Pittsburgh week? No matter what with the records, it doesn't matter if one team is doing well and the other team is not.
Yeah, hey, just throw records out of the window, Chris. I mean, this is Pittsburgh, West Virginia. This is backyard brawl, as close as you're going to get to a college rivalry at the NFL level. And it is, we don't like them, they don't like us, and it shows on the field between the two teams. And you asked about a favorite memory. Well, I'm a Steeler, so I would have to go with the 08-09 season, the three-peater sweep, 2 times in the regular season and once in the AFC Championship game, as the fondest of fond memories. When I look back on the rivalry, but I mean, there were some great moments outside of those.
Yeah, and you come from college, you come from Florida, so you're used to rivalries. Yeah, with the Gators and Seminoles, so you're used to it.
Oh yeah, Gators, Seminoles, Florida, Georgia. We're used to I'm used to those border rivalries. So I did not expect to have that in the NFL when I was drafted to the Steelers. I didn't understand that history until I got there, and it made very clear sense. Week 2 of the season, when we came down there, my rookie year, that was the first game I'd ever traveled to. I'm still wet behind the ears,
Mhm.
and we come to Baltimore. Tommy Maddox gets knocked out, and then therefore the Ben or number 7 era begins because of that unfortunate hit that Tommy takes, which puts Ben into the game, and then, well, as we know, 18 years later, history was written.
Yeah, and like it seems like just like this year with there's no Ben around now. You got Pickett as quarterback, and everybody's like, "What happened to Ben? Where's Ben? We need Ben."
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Especially in fourth quarters, you're looking around. Okay, Ben's going to come and just save the day, and it's like, no, he's retired. He's in school pickup line right now, or he's doing something. He's occupied. So it's something that as you go through the growing pains with a new young quarterback, those are kind of some of the things you just kind of have to deal with. Is that they don't know what they don't know. They lack the experience to be able to give you those moments because they haven't seen the things that they're going to see before. Whereas you have a seasoned veteran who's seen it all, so he can go into the memory banks and bring out, some of those experiences and use that to help him.
yeah. Well, I know I know you don't start previewing this game until later in the week, because I know you do your homework probably Wednesday, Thursday. We do our show on Tuesday. But looking at you like you said the records, 5-7 for the Steelers. The Ravens are 8-4, but they just lost Lamar Jackson. It seems like just like last year at this time, the Steelers are knocking on the door, and then you have Lamar Jackson who got injured, and you got Hundley back in this quarterback. It sounds like the same repeat.
It absolutely does, because I think the biggest thing that you see is that, you know, Tyler Huntley's back at the quarterback position again. Lamar Jackson has been injured. It reminds me of that last game of the season last year. Terrible wet weather. And, you're asking Tyler Huntley to step in and get you in to the playoffs in a situation where you have a team that's grasping to try and create that opportunity. And I think that's what's pretty funny, that parallel, just this time the venue changes. We're not down there at M&T, we're in Acrisure.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really very, very interesting. So if you look at it, I know you're going to get ready for your preparation, but it should be a close game because all these games are always end up in like 3 points or less.
Oh yeah, no, and that's what rivalry should be, right? We know you so well, you know us so well, and the schematics that we're gonna have is gonna yield, a stalemate for all intents and purposes, and then something fantastic must happen to elevate either team. And I think there are players on both sides who can bring that type of magic. The question will be, when and if they do it, and make sure, just like watching the Fast and the Furious movie, right? Don't hit the NOS switch too soon. You got to save that for the end, for the last quarter mile.
Right, exactly. Well, let me let you go because I know you're busy with your kids, and I appreciate you taking some time tonight. I know you're a busy guy. You do the sideline reporting for Bill, Bill up there in Pittsburgh. Bill's a great guy. Hillgrove. You know, he does a great
Yeah.
job. What any stories about him, real quick? Cool stories.
I mean, Bill, I'll never. So the most recent one. So Bill had his 82nd birthday during one of our games, and he comes up. We're trying to surprise him with the cake, and we're trying to get everybody in this room and try and act nonchalant. And he just kind of looks around. He's like what? You act like this is a milestone or something. I just turned 28. Oh, by the way, did I mention I'm dyslexic? I was like, so we all just burst out laughing. I mean, he knows how to feel the room out, to cut the tension, and really provide lighthearted remarks to make everybody feel comfortable. And that's what I love about Bill. He's always been like that for me, even when I was a player to even now as a colleague. He's one of those guys. He's never short on words, and he is perfect for radio.
That's awesome. Well, Max, thank you so much, and take some. Have a great rest of your week, and hopefully Sunday is going to be another classic game.
Absolutely, Chris. You take care and have a great week as
All
well.
right. Thank you. All right. Let me.